The starting lineup for Real Madrid tonight: Campasso, Yui, Abalde, Hezonja and Tavares. For Olympiacos, it's Nigel Williams-Goss, Sasha Vezenkov, Kostas Papanikolaou, the captain, Evan Fournier and Mustafa Fel. For the opening tip of Game 2 of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague playoffs, I'm Tim Long, privileged to be here in Piraeus, who was only 1 of 8 on the outside in Game 1. And this is the first attempt of Game 2. Hezonja, little up fake over the top of Fournier, puts it in. Goes to just 1 of 10 on the outside in this series. A chance for Real to start with back-to-back stops and back-to-back scores, and Tavares is doing it at both ends. We talked about the significance of his on-off impact at both ends for Madrid. Vezenkov receiving it from Papanikolaou, shoots over the smaller opponent, one of the smallest opponents in the competition. Yui, one of 3 changes to the starting 5 for Madrid tonight. Tavares, a player to keep his place, but minutes limited 2 nights ago due to the 2 early fouls. Swings it out. Campasso from the outside knocks it down, and Real Madrid are not just here to make up the numbers. It was off on the quick release. Speaking of quick releases, down the floor for Real, Abalde, who's a sharp shooter, and he shows it. Alberto Abalde, maybe the X factor because of the disappointment of losing that championship game. Felt he had to. Now, after 1 year away, he's back, unfinished business, and facing Real again. And Campasso can push the pace here for Real Madrid. And doing so with his foot right on the gas, missing, but Ibaka backs him up with the board after foul. Here's Fel up against Ibaka, will fancy his chances perhaps in the middle with the bigger body, and the passing ability and the flash and the finish from Sasha. Large part of that, Tavares being forced to the bench. Felice onto the man replacing Tavares for now, Ibaka, who takes it with mobility and with some magic. Olympiacos used Milutinov against Ibaka in the first game and foul against Tavares. Gabi Deck, he'll take the shot and put it in. Stripped away, first turnover from Olympiacos, and Andres Felice takes it at full force and passes on for Musa to do the rest. Vezenkov far side, Williams-Goss, Walker, who's going to take the shot? It's Sasha, and he hits it, and he gets the fans in Piraeus up on their feet. Olympiacos have their assist leader for the season back fit after 3.5 months out. Here is Walker going baseline, looking sharp, finding Sasha. 2 dimes in quick succession make it 1001 for Walker. They'll inbound with Felice. Deck takes it at Milutinov, who matches him all the way. But the good offense beating the good defense, and Gabi Deck on the Real bench right now with Felice, the main guard for Madrid. 3-point shot for Vildoza off. Offensive rebound from one of the best in the business, Nikola Milutinov, who puts it in. 4th all-time in offensive rebounding percentage and leads the league in that category this season. Oh, nice pass onto the interior, and the 2-handed hammer delivered by Bruno Fernando. Up against Peters, he lost it. Bruno Fernando. Peters passes on, and Milutinov printing some Piraeus playoff posters. 20 points for Olympiacos in 13.5 minutes. The team with the 2nd best offensive rating in the competition. Peters slices and dices and delivers on the offensive end as well. We're going to try and get going on the interior. Garuba backing down Peters, who'd forced those 2 offensive fouls previously. Takes it right back on the muscle mismatch, and Fournier, he goes glass again, and Milutinov crashes the glass. A real change of ploy for Olympiacos here in terms of the way they're attacking. Far side 3-point shot for Real, hits the bottom of the net. He's got 5 points already in this one in 4 minutes. And Andres Felice, the lightning, in the passing lane, and nobody is going to catch him. Milutinov grabs his 4th rebound. Drop defense, punished from the perimeter by Saban Lee. Lee, shot clock down to the final 4. Lee patient on the perimeter, off the crossover. Not that time, offensive rebound, foul, kicks it out to Peters. Nice pass into the pocket of Fournier, who puts the ball in the bucket. These fans have their belief back. And they're back ahead from 13 down. Yui, that was one of the most iconic shots in EuroLeague history. 2 years ago, here's Campasso. He's forced away by the presence of foul, gets it back on the perimeter though, and upgrades to a 3. Campasso into Hezonja. Tries to wriggle his way past Fournier, and on the turn he puts it in. Mario Hezonja. Foul the handoff to Walker. Walker back in after 2 fouls in limited minutes in the first half as well, restricted by that foul trouble. Foul back to Walker, working behind the frame of his big man, passes out to Williams-Goss. Nice ball movement, beautiful ball movement from Olympiacos, and Fournier fires into the biggest frame possible in Tavares, and Fournier, the floater, well short. Foul, cleaning up and throwing down. 43-43, Olympiacos, who tied in the first half from 13 down, have tied in the second from 5 down. Yui gets it back, pushes out, Abalde for 3, they'll upgrade again. They're up to 6 of 15 on the outside, 2 more threes than Olympiacos despite 4 fewer attempts. The hosts have not shot the ball well. Slipped into Vezenkov, who banks it in. Slips it into Foul, looking for another. Foul tried to find Walker, returning the favour. Tavares disruptive. And Real Madrid fast down the floor as Campasso finds Hezonja, who hits on the outside, right on cue. And it's not like Madrid's defense has forced Olympiacos to take outside shots that they wouldn't want to take. In particular, the majority of their shots have been taken on the outside by Fournier and Vezenkov. Fournier to the goal, leaving Tavares in his wake. And Real Madrid can't afford to miss opportunities like that. Walker passes, Vildoza shoots it and hits the bottom of the net. Sweet string music. Fournier working with Vezenkov, who takes Yui away. Vezenkov getting lots of joy in that matchup. What a job for Sergio Yui to try to guard Perez' MVP. Their system, their mentality. After the first game, and a block from Saban Lee, who then throws it off the shins of Andres Feliz. Using his explosiveness on defense that time and to ignite this atmosphere again. Fournier behind Milutinov. Nice pass, and Lee on the offensive end. Hezonja said they played too much random ball on the offensive end. Olympiacos played too much beautiful ball. Coach demanded and their fans desired. It's not over yet. 5 minutes is still a long time to play. Hezonja pushes the pace and picks up the points. Williams-Goss for 3, lands it. Largest lead now at 11. Hezonja, back-to-back buckets for him. Fournier, 5 to shoot now. Guarded by Feliz, who's playing on 4 fouls. Campasso takes it away, and Hezonja will soar to score and take out his frustration on the rim. Flies down the floor again. Olympiacos had to get right back to it on defense. Walkup did well to hold up Hezonja, who's got the height advantage here against the guard. He fades and he finishes, and he hits 20 points. About to expire. There's time. Walkup, air ball. And here come Real Madrid. Campasso going to the goal, and they're back within 1 possession. And they made an excellent start to this 4th period. Madrid have answered. Peters for 3. Alec Peters pulling, but he has been the man. Fournier Real Madrid desperate defence. Williams, Goss, digs the red dagger in. But Madrid are almost out of time, down 8 points. Final 30 seconds, Hezonja quick three to try and keep them breathing. Can't. Yui, he doesn't take the shot, gives it to the hands of Hezonja, who gets that one. Yui takes the quick three, tips it to Tavares. Yui, the instigator of that. Tavares, the tip, goes in. The Real's race is run, at least in terms of what they can do on the road here. In Piraeus, Olympiacos, 1 win away from a 4th straight Final Four.